Alright, so I saw this on Twitter, and I decided I'd go through and rank this. This is a potential Smash Ultimate DLC tier list. I'm not sure what the interpretation is, but I'm going to interpret it as most likely with SS being either guaranteed or already in, and F being absolutely impossible, with everything in between being gradient. Can I change that, actually? Confirmed. Very likely. Likely. Maybe. Not likely. Very not likely. Nearly impossible. Possible. So this is our rating scale, from confirmed to impossible. So we're gonna start with the ones that are confirmed. So Hero goes in confirmed, obviously. Where's Banjo? Because I know he's on here. I know Banjo's in this list, but I don't know where he went. There he is. There's my boy. I actually got Banjo when he came out, and he's a very fun character. Pretty strong. So I guess technically Sans is confirmed, like through the Mii costume. But so what do we got here? Let's start from the top and work away. So I think Sora is nearly impossible, mostly because people started harassing the guy who worked on Kingdom Hearts on Twitter, and he got very upset and was like, I'm gonna tell Sakurai not to put him in. Go fuck yourselves. So, no. I don't see this happening because, I mean, maybe as an Echo Fighter for Diddy, but otherwise, nah. Again, Funky, see, again, he goes here because, sure, Echo for DK, I can see that happening, but at the same time, would they really? Nah, it doesn't seem like they would. Okay, I'm fairly certain this is Fawful from Mario & Luigi. I'm not super familiar with that series. I haven't played it. That's not true. I did play the first one, I think. But I haven't really played it, like, seriously. And I know I'm probably going to get skinned alive for that, but it's just one of those series like Earthbound. RPGs aren't super my thing, but I don't hate them. Like, you know, I played the new Digimon game, and I can't believe Agumon's not on here. Oh, I didn't realize Terry was here. I'm just gonna move him up there. Should put these in release order, technically. And I did. Okay, so is Piranha Plant on here then? Wait, why is it Piranha? This seems a bit outdated. Whatever. So Fawful, I'm gonna give him a very not likely, just because I hear there's been some publisher disputes with the guys who make Mario & Luigi. So I don't see that happening. So, Yokai Watch Cat. Again, the weeaboos are gonna skin me alive for not knowing what this is. Impossible. Anime. Although, I guess it does have games, so I guess nearly impossible. Ah, Battletoads, okay. See, not very likely. I'd put it at the bottom here, because I don't know, because I think Rare made the one back in the day, and so it could be possible, but not likely. It's a Western property. We already got Banjo. We have Solier. I give him less of a chance than Battletoads. I think that's his name. Again, not a big Dark Souls guy. Ray Mark 01, I believe that is. Pretty sure that's the right one. Not likely. Possible, but not likely. More likely than Fawful, but actually Fawful should be a bit lower, I think. I think this works better. See, I don't play a lot of, like, big games. Like, I don't play fighting games a lot. I'm not good at them. Like, I play some Soul Calibur, but that's just because it's got create a character, and that's fun. No. But, realistically, yeah, sure, I'm gonna actually put this one up in maybe tier, because I'm pretty sure that's, like, the main guy. It's like the Tekken version of Ryu. So, and you know, they've added another third party with, Terry. So it wouldn't surprise me. Shantae, alright. See, I want to... Shantae would be neat, but I'm gonna put in the maybe category, but beneath him. Goku, impossible. He's an anime character. Frisk, not very likely, but probably would be, if added, is probably going to be a costume for, like, the Mii Sword Fighter or something. Cuphead, not very likely. I mean, again, Western property, indie game, we might see some Cuphead spirits or something. That's possible. The Black Mage, and I believe that's from Final Fantasy. Again, RPGs, not my cup of tea. Maybe. Better odds than Shantae. Actually, he's probably got the most odds, because he's... Final Fantasy's big, and it was big on Nintendo. Crash, I see Crash as likely. Like, Crash has been on the Switch now, so, you know, I see it as a possibility. Phoenix Wright, I'm gonna get some flack, but not likely. Like, what would they do with him? It's not likely they'll add Phoenix Wright. I think this is a character from Fire Emblem. I'm gonna put this up in the likely category because they love that. Nintendo, I mean, they love their Fire Emblem. Sakurai added so many Fire Emblem characters, and the worst part is, I'm a Fire Emblem main. I main, like, Roy and Lucina. I'm scum, and I openly admit that. Akuma, I know who that is. That's from Street Fighter. I see him as more likely than the guy from Tekken, but less likely than the Black Mage. Just because we already have a Street Fighter Echo Fighter, and to be honest, I don't see them adding another one, and I'm pretty sure Akuma's different enough that they could make him a new character, but 2 reps from the same series? I mean, outside of Nintendo, obviously. Like, Nintendo franchises, they can... I mean, again, I just complained about Fire Emblem. Okami. More likely than Porky. Actually, I think Porky would probably be less likely than those two. Now that I think about it, because... I mean, Cuphead should probably be lower. Like, he's got a better chance than this guy, but... Actually, these guys should be near the top. Because they're Nintendo characters. See, yeah, that looks nicer. That looks more... Bubsy, nearly impossible, but it could happen. I don't see it. Monster Hunter guy, not likely, but better than Phoenix Wright. Klonoa, okay. Now, I've never played Klonoa. I don't have any attachment, but objectively speaking, not very likely. I'd put him... Honestly, again, see, Mario and Luigi's pretty big, so I'd say... Actually, I think Cuphead might have a better chance than Battletoads. Battletoads has meme value, but that's about it. Geno, okay. Maybe. He goes down here in maybe. I don't see it... Actually, no. He goes in high not likely. Because they already have the Amiibo fight... Or Mii Gunner, I think it is, costume. I don't see him showing up. Chibi Robo. I love that game. But at the same time, no. He's not likely. What are the odds? It's a dead franchise. Nintendo hadn't done anything with Chibi Robo in years. This is Chrono, I believe. Maybe. Actually, you know, again, it's a classic SNES RPG. So, you know. Chun-Li. Alright, I think Chun-Li is more likely than the Black Mage. Because, you know, Street Fighter character, everyone knows who Chun-Li is. Master Chief. Okay, this is gonna be controversial, but I think Master Chief is actually more likely than Crash. They already have a good relationship with Microsoft, and they got Banjo. Wouldn't surprise me. Pretty sure this is a character from Resident Evil. That is going in the not very likely tier. Because Resident Evil's a violent game, and it's not on... I mean, it is on the Switch, actually. Yeah, they ported it recently, but it's not like, you know... It's one of those games that I don't think would fit very well, but they did add Snake, so... More than Cuphead? Yeah? Dante. I think he's very likely. This is one of the characters... This is Anna, or Cat, I think, right? This is one of the characters from WarioWare? High not likely. Spear Waddle Dee. Very not likely. Because, I mean... It's Waddle Dee. What's he gonna do? Doomslayer, okay. I want Doomslayer. A lot of people want Doomslayer, but I'm putting him in high nearly impossible, because the game is so violent. Like, it's on the Switch, but, like, you know, it's just the same issue as her, as a Resident Evil rep. Okay, more characters from, what's the thing Schultz from? Xenoblade Chronicles again. Sorry, don't play a lot of RPGs. Likely. I'd say they have a better chance than them. Because they're Nintendo, and... Alright, no, I'm putting this in nearly impossible. Like, I'm actually putting below Sora. Alright, so I think Sora has a better chance than Bubsy. I think Bubsy should be at the bottom, because he's, like, super obscure. Actually, Yokai Watch guy, no. He's Hatsune Miku. Impossible. Not happening. No way. She's not a video game character. She's like a pop star or something. One of those hologram things in Japan. Again, not my thing. I think this is a Zelda character. Is that Impa? I think that's Impa from, Hyrule Warriors. Maybe. I'd put her at a very low light. Not likely, but very high maybe. This guy, alright, this is the... Again, Rhythm Head, I'm not familiar, but this... I'm aware of Rhythm Head. I'm aware of the character, sorry. Let's see. Not likely, but possible. Alright, this guy is from Guilty Gear, I think. Maybe? Yeah, no, he's probably down here. Professor Layton, no, he's there with Phoenix Wright. Lara Croft, I'm actually gonna give her a not likely, actually very not likely. I'm gonna put her down here. Better chance than the Resident Evil chick, but... Leon Kennedy, right here. Tetris. No. Just... no. They're not gonna add Tetris as a character. Maybe as an assist trophy, or like a thing, but like... Alright, this guy, this is Skies of Arcadia, I believe? Again, high not likely, but less chance than Geno. Actually, I think Ray has a better chance of getting in than Geno. No, I'm wrong on that. That's my personal bias speaking. There you go. Mach Rider. Alright, no, I don't see Mach Rider happening, unfortunately. It's just... how would he play, even? Would they do something like Captain Falcon, I guess? Maybe he'd be an echo of Captain Falcon? In that case, yeah, maybe. But, again, I think this guy is from Advanced Wars? I don't know him. And if I don't know him, then the average layman won't know him. And it probably isn't a good fit. So no. This is, I think, another character from Street Fighter. So... I'm not... Again, my fighting game knowledge. Okay, another Fire Emblem character. Yeah, you're going up here in the likely category. I haven't played Fire Emblem. I don't play Fire Emblem, so... That's Nightmare. That's just Nightmare. Okay. This character I know is from... I think it's called Danganronpa. I don't know anything about that series. It's probably one of those things that a lot of weeaboos like because it's Japanese only, or like it was an obscure release and it's a cult classic. And I hate to offend those people, but I see it being not likely. I mean, it's so obscure. Nightmare, God. I like Soul Calibur, but I don't. I'm gonna put him above these guys. I'm gonna put him at the top of the not likely, because Nightmare, a Soul Calibur rep, maybe. We've been getting a lot of fighting game characters at this point, so maybe. And I mean, he could make have a fun moveset, but Knight. Okay, so another Sega rep. Below Nightmare, below Gino. Honestly, I think he'd probably even be below Metal Gear. Or not Metal Gear. I'm getting my Rays confused. Metal Gear Ray is not the same as this Ray. That's my bad. Octoling. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna put this up in the likely category above Master Chief because it would just be an echo of Inkling. Paper Mario. Maybe. I'd give him good odds, but not likely. No. Very not likely. This is... No. I mean, they added Piranha Plant, but, like, come on. Like, Piranha Plants have been around since the first Mario game. This guy's a Yoshi's game exclusive, and he's not... Is that Pyramid Head? Really? Pyramid Head? No. Nearly impossible. Nuh-uh. Not likely, but better chance than these guys, I think. That's, I think his name is Quote from Cave Story. I know he's the Cave Story guy. Rayman. Okay. Hot take? Maybe. I'm gonna put him above Shantae. I think it's possible we could see Rayman. Ryu Hayabusa... No, his games are... Well, they were on the original NES. So you know what? I'll actually give him better odds than Frisk. Let's be real. He won't look like that. He'll look like the NES Hayabusa. It'll be like a Simon Belmont thing. Scorpion, I mean, he was on a poll. He's not likely, but I'll actually give him decent odds. Sephiroth. Okay. So I know who Sephiroth is. If you don't know, and you've played video games, or been around people who play video games, or anything like that, you know who Sephiroth is. Sephiroth? No, Sephiroth. No. Maybe? Yeah, I'll put him at the bottom of maybe. It's possible. Tails? Not likely, but I'll put him at the top of that. Spyro. Okay, well, if I've put Crash that high, then I'd say... Well, these guys need to be higher. Fire Emblem characters are more likely, because Nintendo. I actually think... Look, I love Master Chief. I love the character of Master Chief. Even in the new games, I'm one of those weird people who likes it when they take a character in a new direction. I don't really want the character to just remain the same. I like it when they take him in a new direction, so I didn't mind him as much in Halo 5. But I've only seen the cutscenes, so I haven't played the game. If he says anything in game that's out of character, I guess that makes it worse, but I digress. He's not as likely, just because. But I've seen good arguments for Dante, so that's why he's up here. And you might say, oh, why is Dante up there, and not, like, Ryu Hayabusa or any of these characters? Because Dante is kind of a pop culture icon at this point. Like, he's gotten popularity, like Devil Trigger, the song from DMC5. it was hyped. It got memed a bit. So, like, he's at least... People have at least heard of the Dante, the character. Oh, this is Silas from... Ooh. Now, as much as I'd love to see Silas, I'm gonna put him in not likely, because it's Silas. He was in one game. Alright, maybe... I think he was in two, actually. I think he was, like, in the... And his ship was, like, in the special 100% credits of Prime 3? But, no, I don't see that. Sub-Zero, where's Scorpion? Because he's got about as much chance as Scorpion. I'd say he's not quite as much, but... Beautiful Joe, now, I enjoyed Beautiful Joe. I played it on the GameCube, it was fun. But... he's pretty obscure. But on the other hand, he references Kamen Rider and Sentai, and if you know me, you know I like that stuff. So I'm gonna be a bit biased, but I see him beating out a lot of people, honestly. Like, it's maybe. Not Rayman. Rayman needs to be moved up, because Rayman's more likely. Same with Shantae, honestly. Not as much as Dragon Quest, but come on. Ah, jeez. Thing's freaking out on me. Alright, there we go. Yeah, see. Yeah, that seems about right. Reimu. Okay. Very not likely, but... Here. It's very not likely. I don't see it. Maybe as a Mii Fighter costume, maybe a Spirits thing, but Toho's, like... Look, if Undertale is indie, Toho is, like, obscure indie. It's like one of those franchises, you know? It's made by some Japanese guy in his basement with a computer that's barely functional, and he can barely draw. So, no, I don't see these happening at all. Like, they're less likely than him. The martial arts guy from Rhythm Heaven. Again, I know he has a name, I just don't know it off the top of my head. I've heard about the Chorus Kids. Everyone's, oh, Chorus Kids rumor, Chorus Kids rumor. It never happened. It's not going to happen. I think it's the main character. Isn't the main character of Yakuza? It's the main character of Yakuza. No, you have less of a chance than these guys. You're like, I don't know. He's kind of funny. I've seen some stuff from Yakuza, so you know he's got a bit of a comical aspect. So if they lean into Tracer from Overwatch, putting him below Cuphead, not likely. Is that the guy from No More Heroes? I'm pretty sure... I thought he wore a red jacket. But, No More Heroes was on Nintendo, so I'm gonna put him at high, not likely. Actually, I'm gonna put him at low, maybe. Above... Actually, I'm gonna mark him pretty high, because... Alright, so I'm gonna have to readjust this in a bit. But I will. 2B. Now, 2B is not... No. I mean, Nier is alright. Not my favorite game. It's not bad. It's just not... It's just not quite the same as Metal Gear Rising, which... Raiden's not even on here. Minecraft Steve. Yeah, sure. He'll probably get a... he's not likely as them. He's more likely than Chris. There. Like, I don't... Okami should probably be lower, honestly. Like, I don't see Okami beating out a lot of these characters. But, Steve, probably a Mii Fighter costume. Calling it. Same with Frisk. He's from Persona 4. We already have a Persona rep, so I'm gonna put him here. Not likely, but hey, we could get another Persona rep. Who knows? Heavy from TF2, very not likely. He's a PC character. He's owned by Valve. The game he's in is surprisingly violent. Like, it's cartoony violence, but like, there's actual blood and stuff. And you know, like, it's played up for humor, but it is kind of gory. Like, if you've seen Meet the Medic. I see him as a maybe. Because pretty high maybe, because you can make him an Echo Fighter or Falcon. And that would work. Alright, so now that I've done this, I'm gonna sort them a bit more. So, very likely Echo Fighter, very likely. Fire Emblem character, very likely. Again, if I think it could be an Echo Fighter, it's gonna be more likely. I'm gonna keep the Fire Emblem characters down here, because... Very likely, because that could be an Echo of Sheik. See... I'm trying to think of characters who could be Echoes. Because Echo Fighters are more likely to get in. See, we could get another Samus Echo, but it's not likely. And I'd really rather we didn't. See, he's very likely because Echo Fighters, but they're at the lower end of very likely. I'm gonna change this, actually. Echo Fighters. Very likely. We're gonna change the tiers bit. Possible. Unlikely. Maybe. There we go. Alright, so... See, Scorpion has been mentioned, and that makes me think he's a potential candidate. Like, I'm pretty sure he was in a poll or something. I don't remember exactly. So... I'm gonna change this again, actually. Slash... me costumes. So Steve gets in. Risk could be an easy one. He wouldn't be an Echo. Waddle Dee would not be an Echo of Kirby, because he just wouldn't be. That doesn't make sense. Anyways, I think that's about right, honestly. I mean... The thing is, these guys just have guns. Actually, I'm gonna move Lara Croft up a tier, because she can use a bow, and... I mean... I don't know. Low there. Yeah, so this is... I think this is good. I don't see... So, let me explain. These guys are all confirmed. All of these are in the game already. That's... But, these guys, like... Echo Fighter of Inkling. Echo Fighter of Captain Falcon. Echo Fighter of Sheik, actually. We don't have an Echo Fighter of Sheik, which is interesting. Because Sheik used to be part of Zelda, which was weird. But they got rid of, like, transformation mechanics mostly, except for Pokemon Trainer. So, Funky Kong, easy Echo of DK. Like, just, they're basically the same character in terms of appearance. They're both big, buff monkeys. One just wears pants. And is radical. So I'd say if he was an Echo of DK, he'd probably be lighter and faster, but not as strong. Because that just seems like his thing. Like, he's more mobile, and he probably wouldn't have as much knockback. Like, he'd probably... I say he's lighter, but I mean, like, he'll be faster. Like, he won't have as much knockback. Dixie would probably be just like a lighter and faster version of Diddy. Maybe has better jumps. Maybe she can... Oh, God, don't bring back gliding. But maybe she'll have, like, a triple jump? I don't know. Or, like, a... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they'd handle that, but it'd be an Echo of Diddy. Minecraft Steve... Mii Fighter costume. Either the Brawler or the Sword Fighter. Probably the Sword Fighter, because, Diamond Sword. Or a pickaxe or something. And then there's Frisk. Again, Mii Fighter costume. Easy. I mean, if they want to do that, they won't add an entirely new. It'll be probably Sword Fighter. Because of the dagger. Although that might be better for Chara, so we'll see. Very likely. Xenoblade, you know, it's getting remastered. The first one is, I think. Again, I don't play Xenoblade, so... Fire Emblem, obvious. There's so many Fire Emblem characters, and I'm a dirty, dirty Fire Emblem character main. These guys, they've both been on the Switch. They're both classic gaming icons of an era that's long gone. I could see them both. Master Chief, because good relations with Microsoft right now. They're doing crossplay, like, they got Banjo, so Master Chief, sure, why not? Dante, because I've seen some good arguments for him, and he was on the Switch, like, DMC's on the Switch. And they're announcing some stuff, I think. Same day, I think, or soon after. Now, if I was gonna add one, I'd probably put a Digimon rep somewhere in this category, one of these two, because Survive is coming to the Switch. They're doing a new announcement for it next week, with some other stuff, and Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory came out, and it's really good if you haven't played it. Play it on PC or Switch. I recommend PC because you can tinker with the files a bit, and there's a censored patch for one of the Digimon, and you can remove that. Sistermon, if you're curious. Basically, it's a non-Digimon, but you can Google that. Paper Mario, possible. Like, he wouldn't be an Echo, he'd be his own thing. Probably. Because he'd probably use the hammer and the jumps and all that stuff, and like maybe summoning partners or using stars from like Thousand Year Door. Chun-Li, possible, because Street Fighter, and we already have Ken and Ryu, so another Street Fighter rep would be interesting. Scorpion, because he was on a pole or something once. Black Mage, classic RPG character. Chrono from Chrono Trigger, because it's Chrono. He's classic RPG character. No More Travis from No More Heroes, because No More Heroes is a Switch thing, and, you know, he seems to be well liked. I haven't played No More Heroes, but I hear it's a funny game. So, you know, I could see it. Shantae, because Shantae's highly requested, and, you know, decent enough, interesting moveset. Her first game was on the GBA. Well, technically Game Boy Color, but, you know. I'm sorry, I said GBA, I'm an idiot. I meant GBC. My bad. Please, I know you've already written your flames in the comments. Actually, come on, man. Don't be a child. Rayman. You know, he's pretty classic. I've never really enjoyed the Rayman series, but, you know, I can see he's got a following. Akuma, because Street Fighter, but less likely than Chun-Li because he's less recognizable. Chun-Li's like one of the faces of the franchise. I don't know who this is, but I'm pretty sure he's Street Fighter. He's either No, I think he might actually be Tekken. In that case, well, he needs to go higher anyways. Guy from Tekken needs to go here. And I've seen him. I know he's from Tekken. So, Beautiful Joe, obscure, but cool. Like, it'd be cool to see him. The closest thing we're gonna get to a Kamen Rider rep in Smash. He's from Guilty Gear, I believe, and they've been adding a lot of weird fighting game characters. Sorry. Like, they added Terry, so sure, why not? Sephiroth, because it's Sephiroth. He's, like, one of the most well-known Final Fantasy villains, and we do have Cloud, so, you know, possible. Tails, maybe, probably not. Nightmare, maybe. They've been adding fighting game characters. Sub-Zero, he goes down here in maybe, because he's not as identifiable as Scorpion. Everyone knows Scorpion. Get over here, and all that. Main character for Persona, yeah, it's not really big in the West. I mean, it's liked. There are people who like it. But it's not like a Mario, it's not like a Zelda, it's not like a Master Chief, it's not like a Dante, it's not like Snake, you know? It's one of those games. It's not really big enough, but it's got a big cult following. Like, its fans are very vocal, but it's not a massive fan base like Mario, Zelda, Metroid. Like, even Metroid's pretty obscure by Nintendo standards. They don't release a lot of them. They don't pump out Metroid games like they do Mario, Zelda, etc. Pretty sure this is a WarioWare character, but I might be wrong. Either way, not likely. Maybe. Actually, I think he's got a better chance. Let's be real here. I have no attachment to Geno. I've never played Mario RPG. I've played Paper Mario 1000 before. That's one of my favorite games. But I've never played the original 7 Stars or whatever. But I know he's got a following, so I'd say, yeah, these two, not likely, maybe. Silas, maybe, but we already have Samus, Ridley. We got Ridley already. I don't see us getting another Metroid villain. Like, Dark Samus is an Echo, and we don't need another Echo. Like, Melee had, like, a ton of those. Melee had Dr. Mario, Luigi. It was just, ugh. Pretty obscure franchise here. Like, Skies of Arcadia is not big globally, at least not in America. It might be in Europe, I think. I think I heard that it was big in Europe. But, I don't see him making it in. Maybe, I mean, we do have a assist trophy from, Monster Hunter, but I don't see us getting a Monster Hunter rep. Chibi Robo, I'd love to see in, but, again, dead franchise. Ray, I'm pretty sure Custom Robo is also dead. Less likely than him. Like, I think Custom Robo still goes on in Japan. Like, I know there was a DS game that was, like, Japanese only, I think. But the last, I think, English one, or one that got released globally was, on the GameCube? That's the last one I remember. Knights, again, dead franchise, not likely. Quote, not likely. Obscure indie character. Well, not really obscure. He's actually pretty well known. Like, if I know who he is, you probably know who he is. Character friend. I don't know the name of this character. I know he's from Danganronpa. Not likely because, again, I'm effectively a layman when it comes to this stuff. Like, alright, Phoenix Wright, again, not likely more because of his moveset, like, and because he was in MVC, like, he was in Marvel vs. Capcom, so... Layton, again, same issues as Phoenix Wright. His gameplay style really isn't suited to Smash. Lara Croft actually has a better chance than both of them, because she can actually fight. Like, she uses not a crossbow, but like a compound bow in the new ones. She used pistols in the old one, but if they use, like, the newer one, then they can use the bow. But if they use the older one, then I guess less likely. That's why she's down here. Waddle Dee, like, everyone wants Waddle Dee, and I get it, but no, I don't see it happening. Kirby's not, like, a big enough franchise, and I mean, I guess they added Piranha Plant, so anything's possible, but I don't see it happening. Same for Mach Rider, unless he's like an echo of Falcon. Ryu, his later games were really violent, and the early games were really hard, and that's really all he's got going for him. And if he does show up, he'll be like Simon, and he'll show up in the style of his old games. Reimu, less likely than 2B, and less likely than Porky, honestly. Let's be real. Let's look at even Okami. Like, 2B, maybe. Porky, probably not. We already have 2 characters from Earthbound, and it's not, like, a big... It's got a cult following, and everyone loves it, and... Like, from what I've seen of it, like, I don't think I'd enjoy it, but I don't like JRPGs. It's not my cup of tea, usually. Okami, again, Reimu, no, not likely. Heavy, not likely because PC character. But he is more likely than Gordon Freeman, because TF2 is still alive. It's still kicking. And it's, it's got a cartoony visual style. I think that's a guy from Advance Wars, but I could be wrong, and if I am, please correct me in the comments, and just don't be a jerk about it. Yeah. He's not likely, because if I don't know who that is, your average Joe isn't gonna know who that is. And they gotta move product. Like, they're not gonna make a DLC character who, 5 people know. And a lot of people complain might be about, who's Terry? What's Terry from? Again, from my understanding, Neo Geo is really big in, South America, so they've got a lot of audience there. Klonoa, again, maybe. I mean, we got Pac-Man, and he's got Pac-Man literally on his hat. He's a Capcom character. Actually, no, he's a Bandai Namco character. I'm an idiot. Well, I guess they own Capcom at this point, I think, right? That's a can of worms I can't open here. I just know Pac-Man was in Kamen Rider, because Bandai. Fawful, pretty obscure, and I've heard there's some issues with the guys who make the Mario and Luigi series and Nintendo at the moment, so not likely. Also, he's a villain character, maybe. Also, we have enough Mario reps. I don't want any more Mario reps. This guy, main character from the Yakuza series, not likely, but there's enough humor in Yakuza that I could see it happening. These two are Resident Evil characters, I believe, and I don't see them happening. Leon's more likely if they do. Cuphead, not likely. Difficult game. I know you're gonna, haha, it's not that hard. No, Cuphead's challenging, but it's not I could complete the tutorial, at least. I know I'm not that bad at games. I'm pretty bad, but I'm not that bad. Tracer, I don't see Tracer happening. It's just Western property, online-only game. Just not... And Overwatch is kind of dead, It's not really classic enough. Battletoads, I could see happening, because Banjo happened. So actually, I could put him above the... I could actually put him fairly high here. A Battletoad or the Battletoads showing up would be... they could do a, for the skins, they could do something like they do with the Koopalings, honestly. For Battletoads. Battletoad. Yeah. Dark Souls, no, it's Dark Souls. It's on Nintendo, but it's Dark Souls, man. It's a hard game. It's like a dark game, I have trouble with it, but I'm bad at games. We've established this. Tetris, how would that even work? They had Pong as an assist trophy. Maybe as an assist trophy, but no, not as a fighter. Poochie, I believe his name is. I'm gonna be honest, no, not happening. Probably not. Maybe they had a Piranha Plant again, so... And these guys, Chorus Kids, they're not even the main characters. They show up in one game. He's more likely for getting a Rhythm Heaven representation. Nearly impossible tier. Doom guy, I love him. I want him in Smash, but I don't see it happening because Doom is just a violent game. And, so is Metal Gear to a degree, but not to the same way as Doom. I love Doom. I love Doom 2016. I think it's a great game. I'm excited for the new one. But, no. Sora, again, they harassed the hell out of the guy on Twitter. And he's like, yeah, no, I'm gonna tell Sakurai not to put him in. Just to spite you people. Gordon Freeman, look. Everyone loves Half-Life. I'm not a fan. I get it. That makes me weird, but it's not my cup of tea. No. And, honestly, he's from a franchise that's sort of getting revived, but, it's not on Switch. And it's never been on Switch. It's a PC exclusive, and... I know I put Heavy up here, but Heavy's, again, TF2 is still mainstream. It's very mainstream because it's free to play. So if there is going to be a PC game rep, it's probably the Heavy. If it's PC exclusive. Bubsy, it's Bubsy. Nobody likes Bubsy. Bubsy does not have good games. He's never had a good game. He's bad. No. I mean, it would be funny, haha, funny joke character, but, like, no. Again, Yokai Watch, same issue. I mean, maybe more likely than Bubsy, I think. Actually, he's probably up here. I'm gonna be honest. Yokai Watch is big in Japan, from what I understand. It's actually pretty big in general. Like, it's bigger than Digimon, and honestly, the games are starting to overtake Pokemon, from what I hear. But that's all hearsay. So, Pyramid Head, I'm putting it nearly impossible. Because it's Pyramid Head, it's Silent Hill, man! They're not gonna put that in Smash? That's terrifying. That's gonna give kids nightmares. Like, you gotta remember, because Smash is like an all-ages game. It's rated E. That would not make an E-rated game. I say, as I remember Snake is also in Smash. But, see, Snake doesn't use actual guns. Snake uses explosives exclusively. And this guy's whole thing is walking around with a giant blade and chopping you to pieces. So no. And Miku and Goku are impossible because Goku is not a game character. He's an anime character who's been in games. But, like, he's not from games. And it's a celebration of gaming, not anime. And Miku is a fake idol, basically. Like, they use a program to generate her voice, and then they use another one to animate her, and then they project her onto a hologram on a stage, and all the otakus in Japan go crazy. So this is my tier list. Yeah. And I'm probably gonna upload another video here in a bit, detailing who I would want in Smash and why I think they would make it into Smash. Thanks for watching, and have a good afternoon.